Hi everyone, and welcome to the video lessons of the Impact IELTS. As you can see, this is the book that I have written on IELTS, and it was declared #1 bestseller on Amazon, and thousands of students have taken benefit of this book. If you also interested in taking the benefit of this book, you just have to click this link. The moment you will click this link, you can see it will take you to the relevant page, and here if you want you can purchase the book, right? Okay, so let's talk about what we are going to cover today in this video lesson. So we are going to talk about IELTS writing task 2, which is of course one of the most important and challenging part for the candidate. And the topic that we are going to cover in this part is how to write the introduction. So let's move ahead. So, what should be the approach when you start writing the introductions? Step one, step two, perhaps you are not aware of that because we are just focusing here on how to write introduction. But if you go to the details of the video lessons, if you subscribe it, perhaps you will know the details of what are these different steps are when you start writing task 2. So first, once you have the question, you have, and this is the question that we are going to take. Some people believe that unpaid community service should be a compulsory part of high school programs. For example, working for a charity, improving the neighborhood, or teaching sports to young children. To what extent do you agree and disagree? Give reasons for your answer and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. So that's the part of the question. So what we have to do in step one, we have to decide what type of question is it. And if you go through the details of the video after the subscription, perhaps you will be able to know what are the different types of questions. And I have divided the types of question only in 3 category. Anyway, so step 2, that you know that you have to write on agree or disagreement. So these are the 2 steps. Third step is the planning, and the fourth step is introduction that we are going to do here, right? So what are the basics involved in writing the information? Number one, you should not write more than 3 sentences in any case. I would, however, recommend only 2 sentences so that it can be complex one. You should write about 30 to 50 words according to standard benchmarks set by academic writing essay throughout the globe. Um, you should not take more than 5 minutes as you have to write about 250 words, right? So what should be the sentence one? Sentence one should be a fact or general statement mentioned or expressed mostly in the question, in the first part of the question, right? And how would you do it? Mostly you should try to paraphrase the question, and of course by changing the grammatical structures and as many vocabulary as possible. If you don't do that, you will definitely lose the mark in the grammar and vocabulary part, right? So that's the first sentence. Sentence two should be a kind of explanation from you that what exactly you're going to write in your essay. Or you should give a hint, sorry, or give an idea about the outline of your essay, right? And it should be very clear. Here the question type that we have taken, they're asking you to what extent do you agree. So if this type of question is there, you need to clearly take your stand, which I believe is needed, because the band skill criteria says that clear progression and clarity throughout the topic about your stand. Sometimes you can write the third sentence by giving perhaps a brief of the ideas that you have planned. I don't think it is required, but if you want, you can go. There's nothing bad in that. And I'm going to clarify these ideas with the help of one example that will help you in understanding it. But again, if you want to know the details with all these examples and concept, you will have to subscribe the video lesson. But let's look at the example. So here is the question, and I have just read the question, and here is the answer. Now you can see the question is saying some people believe that unpaid community services should be a compulsory part of high school program, for example, blah 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 blah, right? So I have to write exactly the same thing I told you, paraphrasing it, but try to change the grammatical structure, vocabulary pattern if you can. So I've written most of the secondary school nowadays, and see the punctuation mark, that's important, are already providing opportunity to students to gain work experience through voluntary social welfare service without imposing it forcefully on anyone. Now you can see this colored part are showing you that these are the synonyms that I've tried to use, and these are important. And then I have to give the outline in the second line that what I'm going to write. So you can see I would strongly recommend, this is what I have used. Again, I have not used I would strongly agree. Recommend this as, and I have given one idea, as it can equip them with lots of valuable skills. So if you want to write the third sentence, you can say I would strongly recommend this kind of ideas, full stop. I believe it can equip. Perhaps you can write that. I don't think that is required, because you will get better band skill if you have written complex sentences. So here you can see the first sentence is clearly hinting at the topic, and the second sentence is the explanation of the outline of the essay. Right, so perhaps you have got some idea. Now if you want to go into the details of all these concepts and practical examples, I'm going to give you an outline of the courses that I'm going to give you if you subscribe to the course. So you will learn how to understand the questions and identify what to write, how to plan the ideas precisely to address the issues asked in the question, and to finalize how many paragraphs to be written, how to take your stand if required, how to write the introduction in time, how to transform the ideas into paragraphs, how to link your ideas or sub-ideas and examples logically, how to write your conclusion in time. So you can see a complete idea from beginning to end, that how will you write, and it will all be illustrated and incorporated with a lot of practical examples, right? And then how to save time to revise some additional strategy and rectify your written essay, how to use grammatical range and variety to get better marks. So there will be additional lessons on the grammatical only, right? And how to search, find, and use precise vocabulary. So one particular chapter is only on grammar, another one only on vocabulary, collocation, etc. Not only this, you will find the following as well in this course: list of cohesive devices like conjunctions, relative clauses, linkers, etc., and their uses through examples. Again, list of collocations related to various topics, and that will be interesting, that are mostly asked in IELTS writing task 2. List of synonyms of the words which are mostly used in IELTS, vital. 5 fully written model essays with 7 or 7 plus band skill, except the example that will be discussed in the video lessons part, right? And email ID where you can directly write to the designer of this code, that means me. I'll share you one email ID in this course. So if you have any question, you can directly write to me related to those issues, and I will answer all those queries, right? So that will again be a huge benefit of this course. Of course, I'm not going to check your writing, but if you have any question related to the writing part, I will answer that question, right? A complete practical guidance on how to practice the writing task effectively on your own, and in the end I will provide you additional resource from where you can further enhance your this required English language skill to get better band skill in IELTS writing task 2, right? So if you want to subscribe to our video lessons, please click the video lessons on www.theimpactielts.com. But there is a huge announcement now for you. If you want a discount of about 50%, please write a mail to theimpactielts@gmail.com. And that's a huge opportunity. I'm confident you want to avail it. What you have to do for this, you just have to mention you have watched the sample video and you want to purchase these video lessons in next 24 hours. We will soon send you a payment link with 50% discount offer, right? And if you want to know the details of our courses, please click www.theimpactielts.com. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you very soon in my video lessons. Bye for now.